Hey everyone, welcome back. We're diving deep today into something I know a lot of you have been thinking about too.
Yeah.
It's that whole idea of reason, you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
and how it fits into a spiritual life,
Yeah. It's a big one.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
it can feel kind of tricky sometimes. Like, are they supposed to be at odds with each other?
Definitely. It's easy to get caught up in thinking that faith and reason are these two totally separate things.
Totally.
But I think what's so fascinating is that they can actually work together.
Yeah. And it's like more than fascinating. It's important, right? Like, especially these days when there's so much information, so many different voices telling us what to believe.
Absolutely. It's like overwhelming sometimes. Right.
And so how do we even begin to sort through all of that?
Well, I think that's where reason comes in. We can't just blindly accept everything we hear.
No way.
We've got to use our minds, think critically about the things people are telling us. Like, does this make sense? Does it align with my values?
It's like that saying, if you don't philosophize, somebody else will philosophize for you. Have you heard that one?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
It's kind of scary when you think about it.
It is. Because if we're not actively engaging with our beliefs, examining them, questioning them,
Yeah.
then we're basically letting other people shape our worldview for
And
us.
who knows what kind of agenda they might have.
Exactly. It's like we're giving up our own agency, our own power to decide what we believe and how we want to live our lives.
And it's not just about like abstract ideas either, right? This has real world consequences.
Oh, absolutely. When we don't think critically, we can end up making decisions, supporting causes, even voting for things that ultimately go against our own
Or
values.
even worse, causing harm without even realizing it.
Exactly. It's like we have this responsibility to use our reason to understand the world around us so we can make choices that are actually good, for ourselves and for everyone else.
Yeah, totally. So then how do we even start? Like, if we want to get better at using our reason, where do we begin?
I think it starts with being curious,
Huh?
like really curious about the world, asking questions, not being afraid to challenge the status quo, and being open to different perspectives, even ones that might make us uncomfortable at first.
That's a good point. It's easy to just stick with what's familiar, what we've always been told, but
Right, but growth happens outside of that comfort zone, doesn't it?
definitely. But it's not always easy, like sometimes it feels like the more we learn, the more questions we have.
Oh, for sure. And that's actually a good thing, Like it means our minds are expanding. We're starting to see the complexity of the world.
It's like peeling back layers of an onion or something.
Exactly. And the more we learn, the more we realize how much we don't know. And that can be both humbling and exciting, right?
Totally. So it's like this ongoing process. We're never really done learning and growing.
Absolutely. And that's what makes life so interesting, isn't it? This constant journey of discovery.
Totally agree. I guess a key takeaway here is that, like, reason isn't the enemy of faith or spirituality or anything like that.
No, not at all.
If anything, it can actually enhance those things, right?
Absolutely. It can help us understand our beliefs more deeply, live more ethically, and make a positive impact on the world around us.
And who knows, maybe even have some fun along the way with all that questioning and exploring.
Yeah, why not? It's an adventure.
All right, that's a
Good
good
luck.
place to wrap up, I think. Thanks for diving deep with us, everyone. Until next time.